We're going to do some Gary Moore Walking by Myself, which is a really cool lot of overdrive, high gain blues song. It's going to sound something like this. I'm going to play it along with the backtrack, and here we go. Now there's a silent gap there, which means we can put something in there. E minor pentatonic. 2 and 3 and then you have and the song continues. So we're going to take it step by step. You got your PDF in front of you so you can see the tabs for it. And we're going to start with the first riff, which sounds something like this, slow motion. But let's focus on your fretting hand and see what's actually happening there. It's a very easy, very cool, fun lick to play. Basically using fingers 1 and 3. My fingers are numbered, so it's my ring finger and my first finger. And slow motion, my ring fingers at fret number 7. If I zoom out, you can see 7th fret better there. And my first finger is going to go to fret 5 of the 5th string. So slow motion, we're going to have this. And if I include my picking hand in as well, which is actually quite important, we can also see now the pick on the 6th string for the 7 and the 5th string for the 5. And you come back to the 6th string, back to the 5th string, and the last 7, the ring finger comes down from the 6th to the 5th, and you're going to have this slow motion. And then there's a dead silent pause. Now in the intro I mentioned the E minor pentatonic. I'll demonstrate it at the end of the video, so towards the end I'll teach you how to play the E minor pentatonic, and I'll show you some of the little cool tricks that I'll show you how to do that as well. But we first want to get the essence, the basics of the song working. From the front you can see a bit better now. Now for the beginning of the song it's actually 5 times in a row, but when it occurs at other places it's originally going to be 3 times. So it's only in the beginning that it's got an extra 2, which we can regard as an introduction. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then the song starts with again 3 more of. Okay, we got that. Now next up, after you've done that either 5 times for the beginning or 3 times for the rest of the song, you got a cool little phrase, nice and easy. It's going to go slow motion, 7, 5, tiny pause, 3, open. And in context, and it's quick. It's got a bit of a swing rhythm, and swing means we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and a straight rhythm would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so I'm hoping you can pick up there that swing has got this sort of like pendulum vibe, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, where straight rhythm's got sort of a very sort of military 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I hope you pick up the little subtlety. Okay. Now we're home dry so far, so we're going to have your introduction. We're assuming that you're playing after that, and you finish. Now the last little chord there is an E5 power chord. First finger is at fret number 7. Pinky or ring finger you can choose. You can use your pinky or your ring finger. I think we did mention this in class. For fret number 9 on the 4th string, and you're strumming strings 5 and string 4, and it's a double strum. Now I'm swapping fingers there because I like the pinky, but lots of guitarists like the ring finger, the 3rd finger. Happy there. And if you fancy and you want to get more of a bluesy sound, you can drop in an E 9th, which sounds pretty sweet as well. Just for those that want to try that, if you want to do the E9, finger 1, fret 6, string 4, middle finger, fret 7, string 5, and then the sneaky part is finger 3 goes across strings 3, 2, and 1, all in fret 7. So your chord slow motion sounds like this. And that's a 9th chord. So you can choose. I prefer the power chord for this one, it gives more of a rock. But on overdrive clear, Sounds quite cool with a ninth as well. Once you've done that, you go to good old-fashioned sort of almost boogie sort of vibe. And all that's really happening there is you're starting with finger 1, fret 2, string 5, and your ring finger is going to boogie on and off on your 4th fret of your 5th string. Now remember that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, that swing feel. It's very important we get the rhythm right for that, otherwise we're going to end up not making the song work. Now I'm just going to quickly focus to get both your fretting and your strumming hand into play. And you can see that I'm only strumming strings 6 and 5. And what's the rhythm over here? What's this ring finger? It's 2 strums of string 6 and 5, 1 and. Then you bring the ring finger to fret number 4 on the 5th string, which is for 2 and. Then you lose it for 3 and bring it back for 4 and. Now the guideline over here is please don't move finger 1. Keep him down the whole way through. Get a bit of a different angle there and try not to fall off the chair. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you'll notice I counted to 4 3 times in a row because that is what's needed for the song. And at speed it's just a whole lot quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and after that you have this cool little chromatic riff which I'm going to show you now. So let's focus one more time to your fretting hand. This riff is going to be only on the 6th string. You're playing the 6th string open, then fret 2, then open, fret 3, open, fret 4, and if you put it together you're going to have, and you end on the open string as well. One more time. We got that riff there. The tabs are on the PDF as well, so please make sure you have the PDF with you, that you're working with it, so we can make reference to it as we go through the video as well. Next up, all that happens is you drop down the string, and that little riff that you learned in the beginning, that you simply take that one string down. And what we mean by one string down is you were playing strings 6 and 5. And now you're strumming strings 5 and 4. Simple as that. Next up is the B. Now the B is a bit of a finger stretch. I'm going to show you onto the fretting hand now, but it's going to sound like this. But there is a shortcut around for those that are still new to guitar and really want to play this. Let me show you what's happening with our fretting hand. For those of the cool stretch, the B riff is going to be like this. Finger 1, string 5, fret 2, ring finger, fret 4, string 4, and the pinky needs to stretch all the way to fret 6 on the 4th string as well. So basically fingers 3 and the pinky are going to boogie along your 4th string like this. And that's quite an insane stretch, which I find that some students do very, very well, and others say, "Are you absolutely crazy?" Okay, now if you don't get this, and you'll notice while playing that fingers 1 and 3 didn't move. Now let's assume you don't like it and your pinky is saying, "Ain't gonna do this." This also sounds pretty cool. You can just go to fingers 1 and pinky or ring finger in frets 2 and 4 on strings 5 and 4, and you simply do this. Also sounds cool. This does sound better, but this also sounds neat, and it's going to work. That's the important part. Okay, after that you finish off with a nice riff which is going to go, and that slow motion is all going to start on the 6th string, open, open 4th, open 5th, sorry, not open 5th, just the 5th, 6th, 7 with the pinky, get the pinky working again, drop down to fret 5, string 5, and back to the 7th fret. So slow motion. Let's take a different angle onto it. Just pay attention to the little swing rhythm we were speaking about as well. And that's your turnaround, your closing phrase. They call it a turnaround for the blues artists. And a bit of a different angle there. Open, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it down to fret number 5 on the 5th string. And you got your basic part. So if I play the whole thing again through from the beginning with the backtrack, you can now see how everything fits together. And I put the backtrack back on and let's go. Now I'm not going to do the fulls yet. So normally I do little fulls over there. And now he sings. Pinch harmonics are always nice. And you keep going. Here comes the next part. 2 and 3 and riff time. Drop down the string. There's the pinky stretch. And we got that. Now I promised you the E minor pentatonic scale. Here it comes. We're going to start at fret number 12. That's your 12th fret. It's got a little double dot at the top there. You can see the double dot and what he's showing you. There's a double dot. All guitars have got it at fret 12. It's there to help you know where your frets are. And your E minor pentatonic is going to start on the 12th fret. That's your first note. Once you got your first note into play, you take your pinky to fret number 15, which will also have a single dot on it. Then you go to the next string, 12, 14, next string, 12, 14 again, 12, 14 once more, and the last two strings are going to go 12, 15, 12, 15. Now practice the scale up and down slowly, something like this. You got your E minor pentatonic scale. Now if you were to jam, when the one guitar is doing this, there's a gap, right? And you wait 2, 3. Now in that silence, you actually hear that when Gary Moore does it on the studio, he actually goes, he actually improvises a little riff, a little lead solo, if you want to call it that, in between the silent pauses. And he does it differently when he plays it live, so it's not a set tune. So the first time you could do something like this. Next time you can go. And the speed is really dependent on you. I'm not trying to advocate speed or anything like that, but it's really your own call. So you can do one note, and it's going to sound cool. You can do a lot of notes. It's all going to be fun and cool. It's whatever makes you happy. Now, let me just give a quick demo. We're going to play the backtrack one more time. And we're going to see how that fits in with the track. Here we go. And it works really nicely. Another little cool trick that I did was something like this. Slow motion. And at speed. Now all that's really happening there is this. I'm going to just try and get a bit of a better angle there. Maybe turn the camera a little bit around. That should be fine. And we're starting with what they call a trill, which means you're picking first note, 15, and hammer on and pull off really fast. That's called the trill. Next up, we're going to lose the first finger. We're going to take this middle finger, it's waving at you, put him at fret number 13, like that. Then we're going to go to fret number 12, fret number 10, fret number 8, and as far as you feel like going down the fretboard, so it's going to look and sound like the slow-mo. And you pick up speed. And with the song, you can have some pretty cool fun because you can do something that sounds like this. We just need to be quick. And it works really, really nicely. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you got some cool tips out of this. If you've got any questions, drop me a WhatsApp. It'd be cool to hear from you. Otherwise, have an awesome week and chat soon. Take care.